Hi, everyone. Welcome to my office here on the North Shore of Kauai. I'm going to give you some information that radically changed my life, nothing short of that, about 7.5 years ago. So get a pen and a paper if you're a guest today. I want you to be able to take notes and go and do your own research. I'm going to share my story. I'm also going to talk about 3 products that the company that I've decided to partner with represent, incredible science behind them, and also just a little bit about the business at the end. Now, for a little, just letting you know, the business is not for everybody. I thought that it was not my cup of tea and have been pleasantly surprised over, the last few years of how lucrative it could be and how amazing it can be to start a business and create a wheel of leveraged income to spin without you. So if the business is not for you, when I do share that, please just keep in mind some of your friends or some of your family, because right now the world is a crazy place. Our future is uncertain. I heard that California just re-locked down everybody as coronavirus spikes all over the country again. I know we just extended our quarantine for visitors in Hawaii. So, it's an uncertain time. And I am so grateful that I looked at this years ago and that I at least dug a little bit instead of just, taking what I thought was, what was network marketing, what I thought about natural medicine, what I thought about this whole industry. So just bear with me and be open to this, because if you're like me, you're skeptical, and I'm just going to share a little bit. So again, thanks for joining us. If you're watching the replay, I know you could be doing anything right now, and someone that you care about, or maybe you even just met, loves you and cares about you enough to give you this information. And how it happened for me, my husband and I have been professional athletes for most of our life. We had a great run with it. I was able to win a couple world titles, get paid well for a little while, but as great as it sounds, it's just like any other job. And in 2008, my husband and I had just bought a piece of property here on Kauai. We had our first child on the way, and we were excited about life. We didn't think it could get any better. Well, that's right when that rug got pulled out from under us. We got our income cut in half overnight with the way the economy was going. And, we put our heads together, and we didn't want to work for anyone else. So we thought, why don't we just, put our savings into a small business here on Kauai and see what we can do. And so we did just that. We had big dreams. We opened a little organic cafe here on the North Shore of Kauai and tried our hardest to serve our community and cook amazing food. But if you own a small business, especially a restaurant or cafe, it is not easy. We learned really quick that we pretty much never got paid until everyone else was paid. So, last, if at all. Our feet were nailed to the floor. We didn't have any freedom. And because, we were dealing with perishables, the stress was overwhelming. We would go to sleep thinking about if we had enough eggs for the omelets in the morning, or, oh my gosh, we forgot to put that in the fridge, or whatever it was. It was so stressful. Not to mention all of our savings, watching it just dwindle away. It was tough. And even the overhead decided to just swallow us up, and we couldn't make it. And we closed the doors and went straight into survival mode. Sorry, I still get like a thing in my throat when I talk about it. Survival mode is what most people are in. It was not designed for people that want to live a life. And we slaved. We worked hour after hour, never getting paid what we felt like we deserved. I waitressed 2 jobs, cleaned vacation rentals. My husband would work the odd construction job, but there was always too much month at the end of the money, and we struggled, and my health started to take a toll. It's funny because, people say, oh, money doesn't buy you happiness, but as most of you know, it's right up there with food, air, and water. And it didn't matter how many hours we worked. We could never get ahead. And so we had to do things like rent our house to vacationers to pay for the mortgage, move in with my in-laws. That's a whole nother Zoom. We shared a car. We stressed out, and we fought constantly. The worst part was my kids did not have a present mother. It was dark times for me. I couldn't sleep. I had crazy anxiety attacks all the time, depression, dark thoughts, all that stuff. So, out of the blue, a friend of ours comes and says, hey, you want to go around the world and shoot a movie? It sounds crazy, but that's literally what happened. And we did. We packed up our bags. Of course, we want to get out of where we were. And we went around the world and didn't get paid much, but had an incredible, incredible adventure. But then came back to the reality of living at home and the daily struggle and the daily stress. So that's when a dear friend of mine kind of pulled me aside one night. He was actually visiting my in-laws and said, you know, you've been gone a while and haven't told you because I didn't want to worry you, but I've been battling a life-threatening ailment. And, you know, immediately I draw in, I give him a hug. I'm like, are you okay? And he goes, well, I need you to know that I am cancer-free. I have beat it. And doctors just diagnosed me as the healthiest cancer patient they've ever known. Now, before I go any further, it's very important that I let you know that what I'm about to talk about, I cannot say will cure, mitigate, or treat any of your diseases or anyone that you know. The FDA does not allow us to say that. But we can take a conversation offline and I can give you testimony after testimony after testimony after testimony. But really, what I'm about to show you has probably been used for centuries in Eastern medicine. But we've grabbed a hold of this in the US, a publicly traded company, and found out that this breakthrough technology is changing the way that people live their life and have a well-being in themselves. So, you know, I'm listening, I'm all ears. And he said, gosh, I was told to bring my glutathione up. I found a product, Daisy, that raises it up by 300%. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with glutathione, but it's one of the most important molecules we have. It is, you know, super important for a healthy immune system, for cellular repair, for detoxification. It's a very, very important thing in our system. And he said, I was told to bring it up 300%, and I found a product that does that. And I cannot wait to tell you about it. Can you watch this video? So if you've ever had a network marketing person come to you, that's what they say when they're trying to swoop you in to tell you about their, you know, their information. So immediately I went, whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you trying to get me into a network marketing company? And he goes, Daisy, please don't. This is different. He's, you know, just begging me. He's like, this is different. I swear. And I'm like, nope. I told him, you're wasting your money. It's a pyramid scheme. I mean, that's how we feel. Maybe not so much anymore because people are waking to what can happen with an industry and a business model like this. But I said, no way, don't even. And I went upstairs to bathe my kids and I could hear this video playing. My husband's downstairs watching it and I can hear this boom, running up the stairs. My husband's like, you gotta watch this video. And I'm like, no. Don't get sucked in. This is what they do. They get you to watch a video. They suck you in, you know, and I'm just being really real with my story of how it went. And, but you know what happened is my husband got to try the product. My father-in-law, he gave some. My friend gave some to my husband and my father-in-law. And in 2 weeks, both of them are like, what is this stuff? I feel amazing. So I watched this video, and that's the first thing I want you to write down. I want you to go and see this. This is all I'm doing today is educating you on some information. What you do with it is totally up to you. I'm not here to push you into my little network marketing thing. I'm not here to try and force you to buy a product. Just know that. I'm here to educate you because if I didn't look, my health would be completely different. My financial well-being would be completely different. So just be open for the next 10, 15 minutes and go and do the research. Look at these links. Don't take my word for it. Now, the first link I'm going to have you write down is biohackandactivate.com. Biohack and Activate. Now, what you're going to see here is an ABC primetime piece that was done on this company in 2005. It's a little dated, but just stick with it and watch the information because it literally is nothing short of miraculous. Now, what happened was a publicly traded company, LifeVantage, who had a world-renowned scientist who won an Elliott Crescent Award, which is someone that could change a century. He comes up with this human study back in 2005 that taking this flagship product, Protandim, was reducing oxidative stress in our cells by an average of 40% in 30 days. Now, I had no idea what oxidative stress was at that time. Now it's beginning to become more of a buzzword. People know about it, but basically, oxidative stress is the center of all disease. I'm going to show you some screenshots because I'm a visual person, and if you're like me, this will help you. But look what happens to an apple when you cut it in half and you put it on the counter. It's exactly the same thing that happens in our cells. And the big thing is it contributes to all human disease. It's a very big deal. Check this out. It affects everything heart, skin, brain, immune system, multi-organ, eyes. I mean, it is a very, very crazy thing, oxidative stress. And unfortunately, everybody, it's bombarding us with the free radical damage at a rate that we can't combat. I read something, and basically the NRF2 pathway, which is what the flagship product opens up. To do the same thing that this product does, you have to eat 3 pounds of broccoli sprouts, which nobody will do. So anyways, this company is there, and they said, sure, come on in, you could interview us. Now, ABC Primetime went in to debunk these scientists. You remember that show? They go in to create drama, get the ratings up, expose people. You see someone walking out the back door with a manila envelope, terrified because the whole world is watching as their company is exposed. Well, they go in there, they get a T-bar test measured by your blood, and John Quinones, his blood and his oxidative stress goes down 45% in 2.5 weeks. So yeah, that got my attention. I keep watching. There's different doctors from Harvard. Dr. Joe McCord, the formulator's on there, and he's explaining it. Basically, this becomes the most powerful third-party validation, really, of any company. I mean, I'd never seen anything like this. I was expecting a video that, the company pays for, and it's all these people talking about, what's happened. But an ABC Primetime that was done to debunk these scientists and now becomes this very, very powerful piece. And it got my attention. What really shook me up was that you cannot distinguish an 80-year-old's blood from a 20-year-old's blood after 30 days of being on this product. So yeah, I definitely was like, that is really interesting, actually. And I'm watching my husband. He has a crazy ailment that we've been trying to fix for a long time. And I'm noticing that he is changing. My father-in-law says his blood pressure goes down dramatically, and he's not taking the meds. So like I said, we can't say we're going to cure your disease. This is just my personal story of what I started seeing. So what I did was I started to take the product. And sure enough, overnight, my mood was better. I'm sleeping like a baby. I'm actually having all this energy at the end of the day. I'm playing with my kids again. Nothing's changed. I'm still, putting the waitressing outfit on to go flip the hamburgers next door. But the main thing is that I'm noticing in my body what's happening. So what happens is overnight, this ABC Primetime airs, and overnight they're on the shelves at GNC, High, different health food stores, and overnight 2 million orders go through. These people see this and they say, get me to this product. And of course, these are scientists. They didn't have the infrastructure to handle that demand. And for the next 5 years, this company does everything it can to get people in to buy these products, whether it's infomercials or, signage outside of the door of, hey, we can reduce your oxidative stress. But the best part, and this is why I still am here and my business and my team grows exponentially and brings in people that would never do network marketing, is because that night, there were also people that saw that ABC Primetime. They recognized the scientist, Mr. Joe McCord, and they started to do their own independent research. I'm talking Harvard, Louisiana State, American Heart Association. Check this out. We have 26 peer-reviewed research studies on this product, backed by, look at this, Ohio State, University of Florida. I want you to go to this website. This is the next thing I want you to write down. PubMed.gov. This is the U.S. National Library of Medicine. This is not Google. This is not Wikipedia. This is where people go, doctors, scientists that are, incredibly smart that need to go and do the research. Type in first oxidative stress. I want you to look at this from 1960. Look at what's happened. People are finding out that there is a way to flip the switch on in their DNA to fight free radical damage at a rate that's never been done. Nutrigenomical medicine is the medicine of the future, everybody. And all we're doing is using natural compounds to signal the genes. So what I want you to notice is this many results pop up when you do that. There's 1,800 more studies every month being added to this list. But what I want you to do this is what really sold me, is I want you to type in oxidative stress. You're going to find the search bar when you go there. Type in oxidative stress and whatever you can think of that's coming at you. Personally for me, it's arthritis, it's Alzheimer's. What do I have coming at me in my hereditary future? I started to realize that all of them are linked. And I want you to go and I want you to put in whatever you can think of, and you can fact check me, and you can go ahead and see how everything is linked. If you want to look at the peer-reviewed research, you can type in Protandim and read the 26 peer-reviewed research studies. And this is unheard of in natural medicine. Look what Washington State University says. NRF2, which is the pathway that Protandim opens up, is likely to be the most important health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. It may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health. Now, if that doesn't get you excited, you may not be a health junkie like I am. But I want to grow old gracefully. I want to help my friends and family to feel the best they can. And what I started to realize, and why I even looked at the business, was when I sent it to my dad and I said, hey, try this out. My dad's, I love him, but he smokes Camel non-filters and he drinks Jolt and he eats fast food and he's not the healthiest person. He doesn't believe in drinking water. And I said, I need you to be my guinea pig. I need you to try this out. I'm wondering if I'm having the placebo effect. I'm wondering if everyone around me, what's going on? And sure enough, he calls me in 3 days and says he's never felt better and all this stuff. But what I realized about my dad taking this and loving it and wanting more, and for his workers wanting more, is that most people will not stick to their workout regimen after New Year's, maybe a couple weeks. Most people won't do a cleanse. Most people won't eat organic or check the ingredient list on the back of the package, but people will take a pill. And if people feel better and they realize that it's backed by science and that it literally is changing the way that we're aging from the inside out, that's a big deal. And the best part is it's affordable. So that started my journey, and I started to realize that I had my hands on something really special. And what I started to do was I started to get excited to talk about the product to people. I couldn't deny how good I was feeling. I could not deny that I was sleeping like a baby after having crazy insomnia. So I started to share the information, and more people got on the product and wanted more. Now I'm going to share about 2 more products, and I want to make sure that I honor everyone's time. And then I'm going to touch on the business only. You're going to have questions. I had a million. Get with the person that invited you. Find me if you found me through Instagram or Facebook, and we can go through giving you more links to watch and really do your research to look at this. But what this company did was come up with 2 sister products. NRF1, which rebuilds the mitochondrial function. Now, I'm not sure if you know about mitochondria, but it is the powerhouse of the cell. It affects everything from the energy you have, to the mood, to the way that your lungs inflate, to your heartbeat. This is real stuff. So we found a way, again, to naturally flip the switch to rebuild your mitochondria. I don't know if you saw that article that Time Magazine said that if your mitochondrial function, if your mitochondria is strong, cancer can't survive. So yeah, sign me up, right? And then they came out with the sister product, NAD, which raises the sirtuins in your cells by 100%. Intermittent fasting is the best way that people do it. Basically starving yourself. I will not do that. And that doesn't get it up to 100%. But this does it in 24 hours. You will feel the difference with the NAD major. Now, I want to show you something, because this is another thing that is just mind-blowing to me. Now, here is the 3 products on their own: the NRF2, NRF1, and the NAD. As you can see, it's reducing the oxidative stress with the NRF2, the NRF1, 69% of regulator of mitochondrial biogenesis. They're incredible all on their own. But this is what I want you to look at. Look what happens when they're put together. This study just came out. 838% increase in healthy inflammatory response. 118% in the regulator of the mitochondrial biogenesis. This stuff is amazing. 127% in the key enzyme and NAD recycling pathway. And that's what the sirtuins do. They basically clean out your cells. So, I like to talk about the products, because that's really the reason why I'm still here, is the stories that I hear, the way that I feel every morning after I wake up and I'm on these products daily. My whole family's on the products. My neighbors are on the products. Their dogs are on the products. I didn't even get into the dog story that I watched this dog completely come back to life, basically from mange and googly eye, getting him on the dog product to running up and down the street, his hair back. It's just incredible what is possible. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the business really quick, and then we'll be done. But I can't not share, because what this has done for my family is nothing short of unbelievable. I get choked up because I don't know if you know what it's like to be in survival mode. I know a lot of people are feeling that right now with this pandemic and, the unemployment running out and all of that. I just want to tell you this because if it's not you, it's definitely 5 or 10 people that you know that need this information. Because survival mode to me is the worst. Never getting ahead, never having enough, coupon cutting, all that stuff is not, it's not for your friends or you. So here's a way out. Now, when I got into this, what got my attention is that it was already on the shelves. They took it off. And the reason why our compensation plan is winning awards year after year is because it was written by people that had been in the industry before. So they basically, came in and they said, we don't have any money to pay you. We have some peer-reviewed research and we have this incredible product. And they couldn't believe that there was peer-reviewed research and that third-party validation from an ABC primetime report. So they said, let us write your compensation plan. So some of the reasons why this is so amazing is when you bring in a customer or someone to do the business with you, you're going to get 40% back daily. You get a ding on your phone and you get paid daily. That is amazing. So in the beginning, that was huge for me. I could put gas in my car. I could, little things like pay for the groceries and be okay and not stress out. But here's what happens is because people tell people, they can't keep it quiet when they have a life-changing feeling, especially with their health. They tell people and they tell people, and you basically plug them into an incredible team that we have in Ohana, as we say here in Hawaii, a family, where we support everybody as they go. So there's something called a matching bonus where you get paid off of the right behavior of plugging people in and helping them along. And in the beginning, you don't know what you're doing. So we do all the work for you, which is what we do and we love it. But check this out. So say you sign up your neighbor signs up his mom signs up her doctor signs up the veterinarian down the street, and then, veterinarian signs up her cousin in New York City. You're going to get 10% of your neighbor's income, 5% of his mom, 5% of the doctor, 5%, as wide as you want to go, 5 levels down. And that is huge because it teaches you not to just sign someone up and say, see you later. You want to plug them in to teach them how to do this business, to help them to educate people on these products and this incredible business, right? So then there's something called an elite bonus. And this still has me pinching myself. When you hit the elite ranks of this company, Pro 7 to Pro 10, you global profit share in everything sold on the planet. Crazy. So we're only in about 26 countries right now. We're slow and steady opening up, but you're going to global profit share as a Pro 7 in 1%, Pro 8 share in 2%, Pro 9 share in 3%, and Pro 10 share in 4%. Now, when I first started my career as a surfer, I got picked up by Roxy Quicksilver. Now, do you guys remember that company? It's still around. It's amazing. Little girls' clothes. And I helped design the clothes. I was on the hang tags. I was a face for a long time. There's actually right there. That's a picture, one of the oldest pictures that we all were, my friends and I did. And guess what? When it was time to say, see you later, Daisy, I didn't even get a penny off of the clothes that I designed. With this company, you're getting paid. For everybody in the world, you're going to get compensated for what is sold. I'd never seen anything like that. Are you kidding me? I think that is so incredible. And listen, if you have something like that going for you, stick with it. But I'd never seen anything like that. And I still am yet to find another business or company that does that. Now, let me show you, because we are publicly traded, I can show you this, but this is the income disclosure statement. So this is, I want you to look at this third level down. This is the average that people make in our company. Now, when I got into this, I thought, gosh, if I could make $600 a month, that would be life-changing. That would help us major. I read in 2008 that $300 extra a month coming in would have kept people in their house that they had to put up for foreclosure. So this is all just information that you may want to digest, because who knows is what's going to happen at the end of the year or in 2021 with the way that things are going right now. But here's what happens. You keep doing the work, you keep sharing, you keep fitting us in nooks and crannies. You're not a salesperson, you're just giving information, and you hit the rank of Pro 5. Now this allowed us to move back into our house and pay for our mortgage. And then from putting one foot in front of the other, and because these products over deliver, I hit the ranks of Elites Pro 7. And this is life-changing money. These elite ranks right here, this is more than doctors and lawyers make in our country. Now, I'm sitting at a Pro 8 for a little over, a few years now. And that bonus, the elite bonus, has changed our life so drastically. It's not about making a bunch of money here, everyone. This is about sharing information, not being attached if someone wants to join, getting people to be healthier, and getting compensated for doing the work. I mean, I started to realize that I'm a network marketer whether I do this or not. Whether it's a restaurant that you just went to and you love the new entree they're offering, you tell your friends. But guess what? You don't get even a free soft drink when you go back. Or what about the Netflix series that you absolutely love? You're posting it on Facebook. You're telling every single person you know. You don't get a free month subscription. You don't even get 10% off next time that your auto ship of Netflix goes through. So all this is cutting out the middleman and getting paid to do the work, which is basically letting people in on a little secret called activation versus supplementation, which is what we've been doing forever with vitamins. I honestly have never felt better. People tell me, wow, you've never looked better. And it's all because of this activation that I'm doing from the inside out and the outside in with these incredible products. So listen, again, the business may not be for you. That's fine. Know though, in 2 years, this will not be the same opportunity. Our stock, because we're publicly traded, just went from $1 to $15 last year. Erin Brockovich, I don't know if you remember that movie, but she is a kick-ass, amazing woman. She just joined our board of directors. We also just closed the ringing bell on the NASDAQ on Wall Street right before this pandemic hit. The whole world is crashing down, and guess what's happening with this company? It's growing. We just had our biggest month in this company. Not my team, well, my team too, but the whole entire company. And why? It's because people are looking for another stream of income. People don't want to be left out in the street like they were, in January when everything closed down. Also, people want to be feeling the best they can. They want to put the armor on that they can to have the strongest immune system, to be feeling better than they've ever felt. So again, if this information resonates with you, get on the phone with whoever invited you. Ask questions. Go to those links that I sent you, pubmed.gov and Biohack and Activate, and do your research. Reach out, find me. I'm totally available, and we have an incredible team. We all support each other. We love what we do. So thanks for joining us, you guys, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, okay? Take care. Bye. Aloha.